It's Monday again. Mike and I are down at the shed. Hurricane Dorian zipped by us, but luckily didn't do any damage. But you can see in the background there, we had everything covered up with tarp. So we're in the process of uncovering all of that. And we got a little distraction going, so I'll take you over and show you what that is. So Mike has this Miss Pac-Man game. It's a really neat game. And it has a little distraction game that you play where Pac-Man chases around or is chased around in this maze, and you have to basically get all the ghosts or whatever it is. It's Pac-Man, you know. So this is driven by this little light board, which actually has little plug-in lights with little colored rubber cups on top of it to give it the red and yellow look. Now Mike would like to make this LED, and there was somebody who was selling this board in LEDs for about $100 with shipping that would replace this, but we decided to see if we could design our own. And this is just an experiment in designing. So what I've done, I've been playing around with Easy EDA and KiCad to come up with a model for a board. As it turns out, I didn't have exact measurements. I was just doing this at home, laying it out, and I'm a little off, so I'm going to have to fix those. But where's my other sheet there, Mike?
Over here?
The one with, yeah. I'll zoom in on the LEDs. So the way this this thing is situated, each light will have 12 LEDs in it, 6 red and 6 yellow, and they are driven off of the same lamp driver voltage that drives the lights. So the signal will come in on each side, and it'll be dropped across those LEDs and turn them on one after the other. So it's a direct plug replacement, no computers necessary to replace this. And we'll see what it costs to have this manufactured, complete with pick and place machines, putting the LEDs on and stuff. So it should be a fun little project. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as we go along. Okay, so we got a little bit of cleaning up done, not much because we really don't need to do much, and we're going to get back to working on the 8-ball table. Now what Mike wants to do is finish putting all of the little light simulators in and get all the bulbs put back in and get all of the paper pulled off of the plastics and then get this thing back together so we can see what it looks like lit up with some washers there, Mike. So we can see what it looks like all lit up through the glass and stuff. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. I'm going to put you guys in hyperlapse and you can watch us work.
I think these were right on top of this.
So Mike decided that he didn't like some of these older gray light extension holders, So what we just did was replace several of the ones that might be visible with the new black LED holders that we're going to be using. And we're going to flip it over and check now and see if we got all of them done that we needed to get done. Okay, so you do have these two here. Are you sure those you like?
Yeah,
those?
there's a plastic. That plastic covers it up.
I'm just saying, walk around and I mean, I think this one's probably not visible at all, but that one's
This one has the targets.
in front of it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it does. It's so obscured. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably true. So
All right, so let's see. Put the bulbs back in. Let's see, we've got to pop these off. 'Cause I think we can use the tall ones on those. Oh, here you go. We don't have any super glue here, do we?
no, I don't.
Because you could just
I
put a
have-
little dab of super glue in there and that would work fine.
I might have some hot glue.
See if that cover goes over that. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, these can't go anywhere, so
Here, the bolts go
it's,
down.
so while we have these off, do you want to replace the rubbers on
Sure. Yeah, that's a good idea.
them? So Mike also got a new rubber kit in for all the bumpers. So while we've got these off, we're going to go ahead and replace the rubbers on them. Let me put you guys back in hyperlapse. This is going to be long and tedious.
Boring.
Okay, we've been taking all of the papers off the plastic, putting the new rubbers on, and putting all the plastics back together. And we've come to a point where we have a bit of a dilemma. This piece of plastic and the rubber that goes around here interfere with each other. And there's another piece of plastic that goes on top of this that has to be all lined up with the lower pieces of plastic, and the screws go through it in order to for it to work. And you can see that little bump on there, is pushing against the plastic. Now once it's all together, that won't make any difference. But the problem is it keeps pushing the stuff out of the way. So we're going to try and roll this rubber down low and put a cable tie or two on there to hold it down so that it's not in the way while we're putting this together. So while you're watching this, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, see? We're gonna have to grind that.
That, I mean, the only thing we can do is grind this. We can't grind that. I mean, that won't hold being that.
No,
thin.
I'm okay with pushing the rubber with this.
Right.
But you can't push the rubber in here.
Right. Yeah. So just
So this has got to come out. Something like that.
yeah, maybe not quite that far. Is that the only pin we got? So what we're doing here, let me take you back off of the tripod for a second so I can show you this. Now you guys may not remember this, but this is a piece of plastic that we hand manufactured. And as you can see, we've got a screw in each end just kind of holding it in place. And you can see how far that's overlapping that. So over here, it's okay to push the rubber, but this is going to interfere. So we're going to have to take this off, and we're going to have to grind out a little space there in order to get that to fit on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, you didn't even know I was gone, but several things have happened in the last 15 minutes. One thing was I took this piece of plastic back to my house and ground out a hollow there so that it'll fit around this post. And so that's going to work now. We still have to hold the rubber out of the way. But Mike was sitting over here working on this while I was gone, getting the plastic on here. And he remembered that that star still doesn't work under there. So we're not going to be able to put this thing together until we get that star working. So basically that's where we're at right now. We've got about another hour left to work here. So I'm going to put you guys back up on the tripod, turn you on fast, and then we'll continue working on getting that star to work. Okay, I'm bringing you guys in here close so you can get a little bit of an idea of what I'm trying to do here. I have this really fine triangular file, and I'm working through each of these grooves. I've worked this one already, and this one, and there's 6 more. No. There's 8 more to go. So basically what I have to do is just very carefully, without breaking the plastic, sand away the clear coat that has gotten down in between here. You would think they could come up with some kind of plug or something to stick in from the bottom that would keep this from getting in here.
tabs now.
So anyway, it's going to be more of the same. I'll put you guys back in hyperlapse and you can watch it from afar. So it took a bit of filing and sanding, but now this thing will fall down under its own weight, and for sure the ball will push it down. So we're done with the cleaning out, and we can get this part put back together. So unfortunately, we've reached the end of our workday today, and sadly that star rollover is not working yet. Once we put the actual new star rollover in it, it binds still, so we're going to have to do a little bit more work on that. Mike is working on the flippers, but all in all, it's looking really good. We had hoped to get it all together and lights turned back on today, but that'll have to wait till next week. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next week.